Now let's just go ahead and jump to design and build of the LG Stylo 2 Plus. It's definitely slimmed down from last year's model. You got your stylus up on top, noise cancellation mic. This is what looks like a metallic trim going around the sides of the device, your 13 megapixel camera, flash, volume up and down, and power buttons. This really nice texture back, which almost reminds me of a carbon fiber skin or a wrap. It looks really nice. It definitely makes the device look and feel more premium. Good thing with this, we do got the removable back, which also gives us access to our micro SD card and our nano SIM card, which we are getting 16 gigs of memory, which can be also expanded up to 2 terabytes. Now, as well, we do get a removable battery, which is 2900 milliamps. So that should be really good. This battery life for me so far has lasted me through an entire day, and depending on your usage, it's going to get you through the entire day or even a day and a half, depending on how heavy of a user you are. Now this is a 5.7-inch HD IPS touchscreen. This does have auto brightness, and this does get very bright. Visibility is very good outdoors. I had no problems or issues seeing the display when I'm in direct sunlight. Now I'm going to show you some features which I really like with this phone. First thing is the video calling option that you do get on this phone. So not all Metro PCS devices support that. Next, we'll jump into settings and messaging here. Now you can also change the conversation theme. So I really like this feature that you can change the wallpaper for your messaging, and as well as you can change the bubbles there for your messaging as well. Now you can also take a picture. I'll go ahead and show you right here, give you an example. I'll take a picture of this box and I'm going to press OK. Go ahead and crop it to size there. And now that will be my wallpaper theme for my messaging. So it's pretty neat. I really like that feature. I like how you're able to customize the messaging with this phone. Now we do got smart management here, which this is going to allow you to really optimize your device. We do got LG Smart World, which is going to give you options on changing the theme, the fonts for your LG Stylo 2 Plus here. If you hold down the home screen, you get wallpapers, home screen settings, widgets as well. We do got Google Now on tap, which is a really nice feature. And let's go ahead and pull down the notification bar, and then on your notification panel here you are able to edit this to your liking with brightness, volume, file sharing, flashlight, Wi-Fi rotation. So that's a really neat feature you do have there. And as we move on, let's go to system settings real quick here, and I'm going to show you some neat stuff here in system settings. So share and connect. Does this device have NFC? Yes, it does. NFC, Android Beam, media server, file sharing. It has all that. So that's a good thing. Ringtone ID is another cool feature, which you can assign certain ringtones for certain callers, which is another nice feature I liked. Now, as you can see here, I got home and easy home, and I don't have an option yet for a app drawer, so hopefully in the future I'll get that update. We do got reader mode, which is another nice feature. So if you're reading in the dark, you can adjust your brightness with reader mode so it doesn't disturb anybody else in the room. Mini view is a very neat feature I like. You can swipe from right to left and it shrinks down the display for one-handed operation. Works really good, and you can swipe from right to left or left to right, and you get this one-handed operation feature. Now the fingerprint scanner. Fingerprint scanner, let me just tell you, works great. It works just as good as my LG G5's fingerprint scanner. I'll go ahead and show you here how you set it up just by placing your finger in the back. And just lift your finger up several times slightly and place it back down on the power button there. And it's very simple to register your fingerprint. As you can see here, it's registering. And there you have it. I have about 4 fingerprints registered already. So that's a really neat and very good feature with this. Now this is on Marshmallow 6.0.1 out of the box, so you're going to get some really good features and power saving modes with the software being at Marshmallow 6.0.1. Now dual window mode. Dual window mode has to be one of my favorite features on this device. The fact that you can open up of your choice 2 different applications and run them at the same time, it's just an amazing feature. It works very well. I just can't say enough of how much I was able to use this. And the way that you have options and settings here, which you can adjust which application you want on top and on the bottom. It just works really well. And multitasking and the opening and closing of the applications works really well. I mean, this device is pretty fast. You know, I gotta say, I'm very impressed with the speed and the way this can multitask and function. It just works really well. So let me go ahead and go back and show you the processor here. This is the Cortex A53. So this does have 8 cores, and it's really good. It's really fast. I can't say enough about that. Now this also has a feature that I haven't used in a long time, which is Qslide Apps. Qslide Apps is a really neat feature where you can pick certain applications and shrink them down to size on your home screen and move them all around. You also have this other feature, which is schedule a sending of a message, which is another neat feature I thought I'd show you. So let's go ahead and jump to camera. So the 13 megapixel camera. So you know we do not have the laser autofocus, but testing this out, I gotta say, this device focuses in perfectly fine. And you got a couple good options here where you got auto, panorama. This can record in full HD. You got timer, HDR. It just works really well. I was really impressed with the 13 megapixel camera on the LG Stylo 2 Plus. So I gotta say, images come out really nice, crisp. I had no issues using this camera. It was a joy to use this 13 megapixel camera here. So as we move on, we also got this feature right here that you can slide down and you can send an email of the images you took, messaging. Front-facing camera is a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, and I gotta say, I really like the gesture shot feature here. You got 2 options in gesture shot. Using your palm, open and close 2 times. It's gonna take 4 photos there. It's a really neat feature. I like that. I like the fact that you can set that up and it takes the 4 photos, and it works great. I had no issues using it whatsoever. So as we move on, let's go ahead and talk about YouTube videos here. So if you're watching YouTube videos or movies, I gotta say it's a great experience on this big 5.7-inch HD IPS display. You know, the viewing angles are good. I'm outdoors right now in pretty good sunlight, and as you can see from the image quality there, the picture looks nice. It looks good. Everything looks detailed. Audio quality is not the loudest, but it's definitely okay. You know, I can't say enough of how great the viewing experience is on this device. Sound quality, it's good. It's good. It's not the loudest, not the HTC boom sound or anything, but definitely gets the job done. Now let's move on to gameplay, because I know a lot of us use our devices for playing games. And on the big 5.7-inch display, this gameplay is great. It's a great experience when you're using this device. Again, I did not see any drops in frames, any hiccups, any type of lag while playing this game right here. Now this is a 1.4 gigahertz octa-core processor, and it also has the Adreno 505. So again, this gameplay is just great. I mean, this can compete right up there with my LG G5. I had no issues when it came to gameplay at all. Now let's jump over to the stylus here, one of the main features of this device. So what I'm doing here is the screen off memo, and I gotta say it works flawlessly. This screen off memo has to be one of my favorite features. Now when we pull off or out the stylus here, we do get the pop-up feature that just comes up on our display here. So really neat. I like it. You can customize this. You can pick from different applications, from Pop Memo, Capture Plus, Pop Scanner, Quick Memo, and then you can add whatever other application you want to appear. Using it on the display works really well. Now let's go over to the pen options here. So here is where you can get your app shortcuts. So you can choose from several different applications, and you got pen detection, pen keeper, activate screen off memo from there. So as you can see, now I have Android Pay as one of the options that will pop up. So my final thoughts on the LG Stylo 2 Plus, it's an amazing device. For the price tag of $149, you are getting so much with this fingerprint scanner, stylus, 5.7-inch display, marshmallow, 16 gigabytes of ROM, 2 gigabytes of RAM, a 2900 milliamp battery. This device can do it all. If you don't got this device, I highly recommend picking this device up. It's a beast of a device. Well, this is Paul Tech. I hope you enjoyed the review, and if you did, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe for more future videos, and I'll talk to you on the next one.